21. A man standing on a platform holds weight in its outstretched arms. Okay, the system rotates freely about the central vertical axis. If he now draws the weights inward close to his body, angular velocity of the system will increase. Yes. The angular momentum of the system will decrease. No. The kinetic energy of the system will increase. Like half I omega, so that I omega just L remains same. So omega increase over. So like yeah, he will have to expend some energy to draw in the weights. Yes. So A C D. Next question. 22. Okay. Well, last भी क्या था? Last भी ACD था. Okay, whatever. Next, the horizontal disk rotates freely about a vertical axis through center. A ring having same mass radius as this, gently placed on the disk. Okay. After some time, the two rotate with a common angular velocity. Some friction. Wait. So क्या ring को place किया? Fine. Some friction exists between the disk and the ring, of course. Otherwise, वो ऐसा होगा ही नहीं. So just A is correct. Yes. और क्या है? The angular momentum of the disk plus ring system is conserved, so B is also correct. Okay, और क्या है? The final angular velocity is 2/3 of the initial angular velocity. So same mass है ना? Same mass and same radius. So yeah, like this is 1 plus 1/2 times omega is equal to 1/2 omega naught, it seems, because right, वो horizontal disk थी, ये ring है. So this is the thing, which means omega is 1/3 of omega naught. So no, final common angle also is not 2/3, it's actually 1/3 of the initial one. 2/3 of the initial kinetic energy changes to heat once again. Like क्या होता है? Half I also like half L omega stuff. So L तो same है. So omega का क्या हुआ? Omega changed from you know, like 1/3 है ना? Just yeah. So 1:1. So omega is like now 1/3 of that. Kinetic energy is also 1/3 of what? So 2/3 of the initial kinetic energy is changed to heat. So D is also correct. Okay, so A, B, D. Next question, 23. Okay, a ring rolls without slipping on the ground. Its center C moves with constant speed U. P is any point on the ring. The speed P with respect to ground is V. Acha. Without slipping on ground, okay, center is U, P is any point on the ring. Speed of point P with respect to ground is V. Okay, क्या करना है अपने को? V is between 2U and 0. Yes, I believe in that. V equal to U if CP is horizontal. CP is horizontal. What? No, no, it won't be U. It's like square root 2U. That's not right. So V equal to square root of 2 times U if CP is horizontal. V equal to U if CP makes angle 60 with the horizontal and P is below the horizontal level of C. CP makes 60 degree with the horizontal. So CP is like yeah. So this is 60 degree, but then again with 90 degree of the combine, right? Because yeah, this is actually like this. And P is below the horizontal. Okay, it's like this basically. So actually ऐसा, okay, that's going in this direction. So omega is in this. Right, actually it's like this. और ये ऐसा नहीं, इनफैक्ट ऐसा चाहिए था, but like whatever. Yeah, so ये ऐसा चाहिए. Okay, awesome. So ये जो डायरेक्शन था उससे अपने को क्लॉकवाइज टर्न करना है by 90 डिग्री. Like okay, cool. ये एंगल कितना होने वाला है? This was 60 degrees, this was 60 degrees, this was 30 degrees. So that right. 60 degrees with horizontal, of course. So this is 30 degrees, right? And which means that ये जो पूरी चीज़ है, this is what 150 degree. So 150 degree of the horizontal. That's not right. No, it's not B equal to U. Unfortunately, that's not right. Yeah, that is not right. Can't be right for sure. Just in that direction. Right, P is below the horizontal of C. This is the thing, right? It's going in that direction. B ऐसा है. Yeah. So no, it's not this. That's 30 degree over there. Was addition 90 degree. Oh yeah, which means you combine this 150 degree and O sine A. It should be 120 degree such that B equal to U, but that's not the case. So this is wrong. तो क्या हुआ ये? C is not correct, A is correct, and D is correct. So just A and D. Yeah. So A and D. Next question. 24. 24 is a ring rolls without slipping on a horizontal surface. At any instant, its position is as shown in the figure. A ring rolls without slipping on a horizontal surface. Okay, whatever. Section ABC has greater conductivity than section ADC. ABC की addition है ADC की addition. Section BC has greater. So of course ABC में ज़्यादा speed रहेगी. वो like यहाँ पे 2U है यहाँ पे. You get the thing, right? So yes, that is the thing. It has greater kinetic energy than section ADC for sure. Section BC has greater kinetic energy than section CD. BC. Then think about like this thing with respect to your contact point here. This is completely rotating with, you know, some angular velocity, right? So yeah. Okay. So about this point, you know. So about this. Oh, that's like complicated. Okay. और वैसे भी ये यहाँ पर है. So it should be right. So about this and about that, that's going to be the thing of k distance and FA distance. For sure, we know कि इसका inertia बड़ा है. So yes, section ABC has higher kinetic energy than section ADC. That we know. Section BC has greater kinetic energy than section CD. Once again, same kind of thing, बस इसका half कर दिया है, right? Well, yeah. मतलब with respect to contact point, ये पूरा पूरा एक ही omega से move कर रहा है, right? So yeah, I mean the same stuff. Section BC does have higher energy than section D. Section BC has the same kinetic energy as section DA. No, because ये omega से move कर रहा है, but then like this is also by omega about that. Okay. इसका inertia about this point. दोनों का सेंटर ऑफ मास यहाँ पे और यहाँ पे रहने वाला है. So just want this and that. Yeah. So इसका तो बड़ा रहेगा in that case. So no. Section BC has higher kinetic energy than both. और इनका सेम इसका हाफ होने वाला है बेसिकली. That's the thing because well yeah right. So BC is okay, क्या करना फिर को sections AB BC same no that is wrong. A B B C C D and D no. Okay, section BC has the same energy as section DA. That is not right. A B wait what BC okay. क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं? I think A is correct. And क्या था? Section BC has more energy than CD. Yes, so B is also correct. 25th. A wheel of radius R rolls without slipping with a speed V on a horizontal road. Okay. What? Wheel of radius R rolls on a horizontal road. When it is at a point A on the road, a small blob of mud separates from the wheel at its highest point and lands at a point B on the road. Okay. Right. So A B क्या है? अच्छा B on the road you are saying हाँ जो भी है. So just basically 2V say इसका प्रोजेक्ट किया है and then this is like radius R just 2R over there and then यहाँ पे land हुआ right. What's the time required? This is equal to half GT squared which means that time required is square root of 4R upon G. Yeah. Okay, so it's like 2V times this thing. So just 4V sort of R upon G is that, right? So that's AB. Wait, AB. Point A on the, okay, this is the A thing. Okay. I think this is what's going on. Whatever. Yeah, that looks like a thing. Same velocity as that because just separate or कुछ भी हुआ नहीं इसमें. This is the thing. So AB is just 4V sort of R upon G, which is C. Next question. और क्या है? If V is bigger than this thing, then the blob of mud will land on the wheel and not on the road. Wait, what? No, but like ये तो 2V से जा रहा है and this is always just V and okay, this is actually descending as well. God. Do I really have to solve for the coordinates and whatnot? I guess, yeah. I think ये R पे dependent है, right? Oh yeah, that's the thing. So the blob will land. Okay, you just have to figure it out. So इसका coordinates क्या रहेगा इसके? इसके जो coordinates रहेंगे is point K with respect to this guy. Like this is x equal to this is y equal to whatever. So y coordinates का 2r initially था minus half gt squared and x coordinate is like 2vt. Okay. ये जो coordinates right and अपना जो right is like this has been moved at this point and this is like moving like that. Okay, जो भी इसका जो central point is, this is like vt comma r, I believe. So this should be not inside the circle basically, right? So what you get is vt square plus r minus half gt square. This thing is always bigger than or equal to, that's the thing, right? That's the distance from this guy for sure. This is bigger than or equal to r square for any t value, right? This should happen. मतलब ये क्या v square t square को r से मरने वाला है whatever. This is like plus को छोड़ दिया negative r g t square, because that is the thing. Yes, plus g square t power 4. This is bigger than or equal to 0 basically. This should happen for every single t. So t square तो हटा दो यहाँ से, what you get like b square is bigger than or equal to rg plus g squared t squared for every single t. और फिर जब like okay, what's the maximum t, and this is like bigger than or equal to what? Okay, wait. This should happen for, oh okay, so v square minus rg, that has to be bigger than or equal to g squared t squared for every single t. That's the thing, not for some t, for every single t. But also for the last t that you will get. What's the last t, right? For that guy, just 2r equal to half. It's like okay, that's basically this thing that gt square is equal to 4r for that t, right? Yeah. So each other is just g times of 4r. It's like 4rg. So just 5rg like this. So v square must be bigger than or equal to 5rg throughout. That's what it's saying. Yes. Shit. 4 गॉड सब कुछ तो यहाँ पे 4 चाहिए इनफैक्ट, और ये नेगेटिव, क्या कुछ अलग ही कर रहा हूँ आज, नहीं, it should be negative and this should also be having 4 over there because yeah, okay, this is the thing. So rg और फिर यह क्या हो जाएगा, like gt squared is just 4r, so rg minus, well okay, that's not the thing. So like t equal to 0 is probably the least we have. So, like v squared bigger than rg चाहिए, right? Not 4rg. No, that's not what we got. Definitely not what we got. इसके coordinates तो ये है for sure. So yeah. No, like v should be bigger than square root of rg, such that the blob of mud will not land on the v, right? Yeah, that's got a thing. मतलब कि इतना वो फास्ट में ग्रेविटी को एक्टिंग का मौका ही मिला, देन इट्स लाइक टू वी वो सेपरेशन इतना बड़ा हो जाए दैट ग्रेविटी एक्ट करने का कुछ मौका ही नहीं मिला, राइट? बट या सो अगर वी को एक सर्टेन वैल्यू से तुम बड़ा कर दे, देन द ब्लॉब विल नेवर लैंड ऑन द वी, राइट? तो ये तो गलत है, डी इज जस्ट इनकरेक्ट. ओके, दैट्स द आंसर. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. राइट, तो ताकि वो व्हील पे लैंड ना करे, व्हाट शुड हैपन इज दैट v square should be bigger than rg, and in this case तो like जब होगा then you will have a b equal to that, right? So c is in fact correct and d is not. Next, 26. Okay, this thing, two particles a and b of mass m each are joined by rigid massless rod of length l. ये एक रॉड है लेंथ l का, पार्टिकल p of mass m moving with same with speed u normal to ab strikes a and sticks to it. The center of mass of the a plus p system is c. Velocity of c before impact is u upon 3. Before impact was okay, it's like mu upon 3m, so yeah, it was like u upon 3, sure. Velocity of c after impact is still u upon 3 because वो total system जो है उस पर कोई force act हो नहीं रहा है, like center of mass is still moving with the same velocity. So yeah, velocity of c after impact is still u upon 3. Velocity of a plus p, ये चीज okay, immediately after impact is u upon 2. a और b masses है, और rod के बारे में क्या है, rod massless है. Okay, cool. Immediately after impact is u upon 2. Yes, I believe in that because तुम्हारा अगर वैसा तुम कर डालते हो, look, the thing is तुम्हारा tension is just acting in this direction and this direction. Maybe not. Maybe it can also act in this direction because like a rod, it's not actually a string, right? Right. So अगर वो suppose खुद से होने लग गया, think about it. हाँ ना, तुम फोर्सेस एक्स्ट्रा तुम इसमें ऐड कर सकते हो, बट देन लाइक दैट्स, ओह गॉड, एंगुलर मोमेंटम कंजर्वेशन कभी करना पड़ेगा, राइट? सो एंगुलर मोमेंटम हैज टू बी कंजर्व्ड. तो ओके, व्हाट डज दिस एक्चुअली मीन? Let's conserve it with this point. Okay, so B can only move in ऐसे डायरेक्शन में, so उसका एंगुलर मोमेंटम we don't have to worry about because right, R cross, right, so R वेक्टर उसका जीरो हो जाएगा in any case. Just forget about this guy. तो इसका मतलब कि you just have to worry about this thing. So like angular momentum conservation karo, you will just get, yeah, it is u upon 2. It has to be u upon 2 because MUR is equal to 2m times u upon 2. Yeah, so it is just u upon 2. So C is correct. Yes. In that case, P का फिर 0 होगा because already momentum use हो गया वहाँ पे. The velocity of B, which is in fact is 0. So C is correct, D is correct, and E are also correct. Next, 27. 27 is let omega be the angular velocity of the Earth's rotation about its axis. Assume that the acceleration due to gravity on Earth's surface has the same value at the equator and the poles. Object weighed by a spring balance at the equator gives the same reading being at a depth d below the Earth's surface. Huh? What object weighed by a spring balance at the equator gives the same reading taken at a depth d below the Earth's surface at a pole? It's just weird. Wow. You have some tension force in that direction. And okay. Yeah, Jiva yaar. What the spring is? Well, spring is massless. You don't have to worry about that actually. At pole. Okay. So equator पे तुम depth d जाओगी and then okay, so like what, 1 minus d upon r times g, right? That's the acceleration at that point. So m times of this thing. This is the force. Okay, this is equal to, so pole पे, wait नहीं, ये equator पे हुआ, right? Okay, and at equator you also have, so ये तो gravity based force है, and you also have to subtract from the centripetal force required. So minus omega square m omega square r, right? I suppose that's the thing. This is equal to, वहाँ pole पे is just mg, nothing to worry about. Which means, okay, m हटा दो, what do you get? Let's get this thing, को g मर जाएगा, just negative gd upon r. Negative omega square. Huh? How did this happen? Oh नहीं, अच्छा ये उल्टा है, sorry, समझा. This should be in the pole side, right? तो इसमें ऐसा चाहिए mg minus m omega square r over here. So इसमें यहाँ पे क्या प्लस आएगा? Okay, cool. So this is actually equal to that. मतलब कि क्या? What do you want? Basically, the value of d is. So d is just omega square r square upon g, which is a. Next question. 28. और कुछ दिया है इसमें? Square of r g upon now. Okay. Next. 28 is a double star is a system of, पता है अपने को. Okay. The stars have masses m and 2m, separation L. The time period of the rotation about the center of mass will be proportional to m and 2m, center L. Okay, so like L is equal to 3r, although this thing will be r. This thing will be like 2r, जो भी है. Okay, the time period of rotation about the center of mass will be proportional to. So what do you know, like gm upon r, so like 2g m square upon 3r, it's like 9r squared, right? So yeah, that's our force. Okay, this is just equal to m omega square r. Just m omega square r, fine. Sorry. Okay. m omega square and then फिर r for this है like just 2r. Similarly यहाँ पे तो सेम वो 2 factor मिलने वाला है. So what do you have? 2 upon 9 gm upon r squared is equal to omega 2 omega square r. Yeah, ये 2 तो मर गया. What do you get? Just ये r square उधर भी just r cube, right? Oh yeah. So basically gm is equal to 9 omega square r power 3. So like omega square is just gm upon 9 r power 3, right? So omega is proportional to square root of m upon r power 3, which is like the same thing as l power 3 proportionality, right? The time period is proportional to square root of l cube upon m. So m power negative 1 upon 2, yes, and l power 3 upon 2. So A and D. Next question. 29. It's part of the thing, right? Omega square r. So yeah. Next. 29 is 3-point masses m each are at the corners of an equilateral triangle of side A. The separations do not change when the system rotates about the center of the triangle. For this, the time period of the rotation must be proportional to 3-point masses m each corners of equilateral triangle of side A. The separation of it does not change when the system rotates already. Huh? Oh, okay, gravity. Fine. That's what's acting. मुझे लगा कि ये कैसे हो रहा है अपने आप. Okay. Right. Watching the system rotates about center of the triangle. For this, the time period, okay, rotation must be proportional to what? Right, जो भी है. So there's like force acting on this, which is like proportional to r. Wait, what? For this, the time period of a rotation must be proportional to what? Ah, right, sorry. So the force acting is proportional to just m squared. For angles, bhul jao. Just like force is proportional to m squared, but the force is actually equal to a centripetal force, which is just m omega square r. So m omega square r is proportional to m square. That's all you're seeing, right? And also upon the side length का square, so इसको r बोल रहे हैं ना? Okay, cool. So actually it's upon r squared, like this. So once again, just omega square is proportional to what? M upon r power 3. Once again, the same thing. So omega is proportional to what? Like square root of m upon r cubed. मतलब कि time period is proportional to square root of, let's just say h का cube upon mass, right? Oh yeah, m power negative 1 upon 2 once again. So D is the answer. Next question. पूरा निकालने की जरूरत है नहीं. और क्या A? Okay, so side length A है, just A and D. Same as last time. Okay, which is to be expected, right? So yeah. Next question. For planet moving around sun in elliptical orbit, so the following quantities remain constant. Well, energy of the sun plus planet system, well, yeah, that remains constant. Angular momentum of the sun, that plus not sun. Yeah, I think it does remain constant because with respect to sun, जो तुम्हारा acceleration है, that's inevitable completely. इसमें कोई tangential component नहीं है. The actual force जो रहेगा इस पे. So yeah, it does remain constant. The force of attraction between the two, that is not constant. It changes. Linear momentum of planet also changes. Direction change हो रही है यार पहली बात तो. So C and D कैसी कौन सी constant है? Just so A and C, right? A and B. Right, A and B. 31. The escape velocity for planet is V0. Particle starts from rest at a large distance from planet, reaches the planet only under gravitational attraction. It passes through the smooth tunnel through its center. Oh god, its speed at the center of planet will be. Okay, what's the potential at center? So you know कि वो like it just 3 upon 2 times potential at. It's like yeah, you know the thing. It's just 3 upon 2 gm upon r, right? That's the potential at the center. मत पूछो मुझे कैसे पता है because पहले मैंने कई बार derive कर चुका हूँ. Okay, so just 3 upon 2 g upon r is the potential at the center, or right? So square root of 1.5 v0, right? That's the thing, of course, because ये factor देखो ना यहाँ पे just 1.5 है, so that's why. वो तुम कर लोगे यार अपने आप. Given this information, you can figure that out. और क्या है? Body of mass m is attached to the lower end of a metal wire whose upper end is fixed. The elongation of, seriously, what is this? Elongation of wire is L. Loss in gravitational potential energy of M is mgl. Yeah, right. Elastic potential energy stored in the wire is mgl. No, no, it's not. It's half kx square. It's like kx is just the force, so uh, half mgl times l, right? Which is like, wait, half, no, force mg. Okay, fine. Just half kl square चाहिए, and then kl is just mg, so half mgl. Elastic potential energy stored in the wire is this. Yes. So A is correct, C is correct. Heat produces half mgl. Well, yeah. Initially क्या था? Initially मतलब energy mgl थी. अब तो इसमें half mgl है. So yes, T is correct. So C is correct, D is correct, A is correct. 33. Metal wire length L, area cross section A, Young's modulus Y stretched to a variable force F such that F is always slightly greater than the elastic forces of resistance in the wire. When the elongation of wire is L, then choose the correct options. Force variable है, okay. F is always slightly greater than the elastic forces. Right, so basically reversal process kind of like that. When the elongation of the wire is L, choose the correct options. The work done by force is that's pretty obvious. Half ax square, right? Just like what now? क्या रहेगा से like half k square. अब जानते हैं just half the force times the length, right? So force at particular like x पे क्या होने वाला है? Just Young's modulus area x upon जो initial length थी, so capital L. अच्छा वो x के पे L use करें, small l, okay. And that is the length, just this thing. So that's the work done, right? Y A L square upon 2L. So A is correct. और क्या है? The elastic potential energy stored in the wire is this thing. Yeah. So A is correct, C is correct, no heat is produced, D is also correct. ACD once again. Pattern दिख रहा है मुझे. Anyway, 34. यार 34. Okay. When an air bubble rises from the bottom of, okay, ये मैं पहले भी बार कर चुका हूँ, but वो बहुत complicated रहता है इनफैक्ट इसको करना. When an air bubble rises from the bottom of a deep lake to a point just below the water surface, the pressure inside. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Pressure of air inside the vessel is greater than the pressure outside it. I mean, yeah, well, it is greater than the pressure outside it. That's pretty obvious. हाँ, ये जो चीज़ है ना, decreases as the bubble moves up, increases as the bubble moves up, is less than the pressure outside. ये जो चीज़ है, this is the complicated stuff, right? But fine, we'll show the whole process. So at a certain depth h, और इससे वो जो बबल है उसमें मोल्स n है, like या और भी से ओके, जैसे यहाँ पे उसका क्या बोला था तुम्हें, और या यहाँ पे जब यहाँ पे था एट दैट पॉइंट इसकी जो वॉल्यूम थी इट वाज जस्ट वी नॉट, राइट? जैसे दैट्स द थिंग. और फिर यहाँ पे इट्स लाइक आई डोंट नो वी नॉट अपॉन के हो गई है, जहाँ पे के इज सम काइंड ऑफ कांस्टेंट. तो दैट मीन्स लाइक इसका जो प्रेशर होगा यहाँ पे ऑफ कोर्स एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर था. नॉट करेक्ट, नो दैट्स नॉट द थिंग. I will actually have to figure out क्या वॉल्यूम क्या है, whatever. Wait, okay, it's dependent on temperature and whatnot. Yeah, I don't particularly like this. So अपने को temperature पता है नहीं, so then we have to do this thing. Assume is like V naught. So basically assume कि इसका radius जो था initially capital R था, right? And then अब यहाँ पे small r हो चुका है. इसका ये मतलब कि radius छोटा हो गया, most likely वही होगा, whatever. राइट, तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि यहाँ पे अगर मैं इक्वेशन लिखूँ देन व्हाट यू गेट. और जैसे सिर्फ यहाँ पे इसका प्रेशर पी नॉट था, यहाँ पे पी है. एटमॉस्फेयर प्रेशर को मैं जीरो मान रहा हूँ. आई नो अजीब है, ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए, बट लाइक प्रोबब्ली वी शुड नॉट बी डूइंग दिस. तो जैसे एटमॉस्फेयर प्रेशर इज पी ए, ओके, तो क्या फिर पी ए प्लस प्लस 2t अपॉन आर, दैट्स दिस प्रेशर, दैट टाइम्स ऑफ आर क्यूब, that is equal to small r cube, because p equal to nRT, so temperature same रहेगा, we are assuming, that's why this thing. और यहाँ पे क्या गया, just PA plus 2t upon small r plus rho GH. Yeah, So we want small r as a function of h actually, right? Or like h is a function of small r, or वो जो भी है. So this whole thing is like a constant basically, right? Uh, so now think about it. As r increases, what happens? मेरा गला दर्द कर रहा है. Okay, so as r increases, ये चीज डिक्रीज होनी चाहिए. ये तो ऑलरेडी डिक्रीज हो ही रहा है. You can see that. Okay, this is not going good. Okay, it's like what r cube pa plus, this is some constant, just put it as like c. We don't know क्या है, just है, right? So r cube pa plus 2t r squared plus r cube rho g. Actually, you know, like pa plus rho g को एक काम करो, just call that p. Just call it p, in fact. Okay, plus 2t r squared, right? That's the one thing. Uh, तो ये अपना इक्वेशन है. अगर इसका डेरिवेटिव ले लो, what do you get? Like 3r squared p, wait, not just that, you also want this thing, plus r cube p dash. So as this changes, right? Because so p changes with rate, change in r basically. Okay, plus wait, we don't want to know कि ये कैसे change हो रहा है. Do we? No. It's like pressure p is inside of that. Well, that's weird. Oh well then, okay, let's not do the thing correctly. So then ये rho gh का फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Just the pressure inside of it, how does that change as इसकी volume change हो रही है, right? Oh yeah, that's really not such a bad thing in fact. It's like, yeah, ये 3r squared plus, okay, yeah, r cube p आएगा, like 4tr, right? That's our derivative. So this is actually equal to 0, which जैसे r लिया अपन, तो r कट जाएगा इसमें 3 4. So what do you get? Or you could always do this thing. Okay, नहीं, वहाँ पे c रहेगा ना, this is because we don't know वो actually क्या है. All we know is that it is actually positive. Other than that, we actually don't know anything. I guess it's not that far-fetched to do this. So करो फिर इसको. C upon r cube. फिर यहाँ पे 1 upon r आ जाएगा, right? So minus 2t upon r equal to p. So like p dash is equal to negative 3c upon r power 4 minus 2t upon r squared. पर यहाँ पे plus आएगा, right? Which is like what? 1 upon r squared just got this thing. 2t minus 3c upon r squared. c ये सब था. ये कैसे होगा यार? This is not making any sense. So like p dash, it may or may not be positive. अब ये बहुत लंबा हो रहा है. Yeah, that should not be a thing. Like इसमें h आएगा, and then atmospheric pressure and whatnot. Right? Basically, you just have to take some approximations because ये जो चीज है, not doing good. So c जो रहेगा, ये जो चीज है, do you know anything about it? Like it does have r squared inside it. तो शायद से ये छोटा है, right? So c is of the order 2t r squared. Assuming कि 2t upon r in fact matter भी करता है. अगर ये matter नहीं करता, then it's like सिर्फ अपने को p v equal to, right? That's different. As r increases, ये जो चीज रहेगी, this must increase. So ये तो constant. Hey, there's no need for doing all of this, right? Yeah, because c तो constant था. So oh oh yeah, oh shit. So think about it. ये तो pretty obvious था. As r increases, ये जो पूरी चीज है, it increases with respect to r of course. Because p is a positive quantity. तो एक ही तरीका चीज को तुम डिक्रीज कर सकते हो उसके बाद में, which is like decreasing p. तो अगर p को डिक्रीज किया, that means like pa plus rho gh decreases basically. So p तो constant है. That's meaning like h should decrease if r increases. So h decreases, that means like r increases basically. So as h increases, wait नहीं, अपन ऊपर जा रहे हैं, so h decreases, right? So yeah, so इसका radius बड़ा हो जाएगा. So radius is increasing as bubble moves up, of course. C is correct. C पहले भी मेरा इसमें confusion हुआ है कई बार. Right, 34 का C as it moves up less than the pressure outside it. bigger than pressure outside, of course. So A is correct and C is correct. Next, 35th. 35th is a vertical glass capillary tube open at both ends contains some water. Which of the following shapes may be taken by the water in the tube? Contains some water. How? Like, understood. Like, okay, वो उस पे चढ़ जाने वाला है, right? Yeah. एंड ग्रेविटी चाहती है कि वो अच्छा अगर ग्रेविटी नहीं होती देन इट्स लाइक जस्ट कैसा होता है ये दिस विल जस्ट टेकन शेप लाइक दिस और समथिंग या दैट्स नॉट 90 फॉर श्योर फिर अब ग्रेविटी है सो हाँ becoming weird isn't it yeah most likely D correct है because but then uh, how do we know for sure that is the thing is actually D correct I don't know ये एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर है यहाँ का प्रेशर अपने को पता है नहीं ओके अंदर का प्रेशर बड़ा है दैट्स ऑल वी नो राइट ओके कूल फिर यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे बाहर के प्रेशर बड़ा है देन अंदर का प्रेशर छोटा है बेसिकली फॉर एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर सी तो करेक्ट नहीं दिख रहा मुझे दैट डजंट एक्चुअली मेक एनी सेंस इसमें नीचे चला जाएगा इन दैट केस ओके ये थोड़ा सा अजीब है ये सही नहीं है दिस डजंट मेक एनी सेंस क्योंकि ऊपर का सर्विस ऐसा हो नहीं सकता या तो बी या फिर डी थिंक अबाउट इट चलिए डिपेंड्स ऑन द सरफेस टेंशन एंड ग्रेविटी राइट या अगर ग्रेविटी जीती तो फिर डी होगा अगर सरफेस टेंशन जीता तो फिर डी होगा राइट थिंक सो open at both ends vertical capillary tube wait अगर oh god think for a second um it's not possible कि ये ऐसा हो because contact angle has to be zero right that's something we know for sure ये चाहता है कि वो चढ़ जाए सरफेस पे then this won't do it it has to like okay so इसमें ये वाला जो इंटरफेस इसमें एक्चुअली हो क्या रहा है दैट इज नॉट द शिट कॉन्टेक्ट एंगल ऑब्ट्यूज हो गया इस वाले केस में इट हैज टू बी इट हैज टू बी द थिंग इज कि प्रोबेबली क्या हो रहा है इज दैट कि ये एक्चुअल में एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगा ऐसा वर्टिकली वो रह नहीं सकता इट कांट बी लाइक दैट अनलेस ऑफ कोर्स यहाँ पे प्रेशर्स का डिफरेंस है कुछ भी ऐसा हो रहा है मे बी अदरवाइज नो वे दैट दिस कैन एक्चुअली हैपन उन्हें नीचे चला जाएगा एंड दैट्स व्हाट यू सी यूजुअली राइट या सो आई थिंक बी इज द आंसर ओके नेक्स्ट 36 Master's conical flask filled with liquid kept on a table in vacuum. The force exerted by the liquid on the base of the flask is W1. While the liquid on the base of the flask. Okay. The force exerted by the flask on the table is W2. Okay, W1 is that. Fine. And the force exerted by the flask in the table. क्या कर रहा हूँ आखिर? The flask in the table. Acha, okay, fine. So that's like W2 over there. So W2 is just the weight of water, right? And W1 can have a cluster. There's some force from these boundaries, right? Yeah. So, right, that's like W1 over there. Also atmospheric pressure, that's also there, right? Yeah. But ठीक है वो W2 में भी आने वाला है. Just assume कि atmospheric pressure नहीं है यहाँ पे 2 मिनट के लिए. तो क्या हो रहा है इसमें इसमें जस्ट ये जो ई वाले जो बाउंड्रीज है दैट यू हैव टू थिंक आउट W1 हैज टू बी बिगर देन W2 राइट ये जो है इसका हम सोचो इस लिक्विड के बारे में इसमें W2 तो नीचे लग ही रहा है दैट्स आवर एक्चुअल वेट फिर यहाँ पे ये जो सर्विसेज है उस वजह से प्रेशर राइट सो वहां से फोर्सेस नीचे पड़ने वाले हैं बिकॉज राइट कंबाइंड एंड देन फिर W1 यहाँ पे लग रहा है राइट सो वो एक्चुअली W2 प्लस कुछ तो भी है सो W1 इज बिगर देन W2 which is B. Next question, 37. So yeah, क्या है the force exerted by the liquid on the walls of the flask is W1 and W2. Oh yeah, D is also correct in that case. So that's the thing. Next, the vessel shown in the figure has two sections of area of cross section A1, A2. Liquid of density rho fills both the sections up to height h in each. negative atmospheric pressure. The pressure at the base of the vessel is rho 2 rho gh. Areas दिए तुम्हें liquids of density. Rho fills both the sections to height h in each. Okay, the atmospheric pressure. The pressure at the base of the vessel is 2 rho gh. Yeah, that's right, of course. So A is correct. Or क्या है? The force exerted by the liquid on the base of the vessel is 2 rho gh. A2. Yes. Wait. Yeah, that's right. So B is also correct. The weight of the liquid is less than 2 rho gh h2. Sorry, 2 rho gh a2. Yes, because यहाँ से forces आने वाले हैं, right? So yes, it's actually less than that. So C is also correct in that case. Right. The walls of the vessel at the level x exert a downward force rho gh times यहाँ पे pressure rho gh है no, that's why rho gh times a2 minus a1 on the liquid. Yeah, I believe in that. So D is also correct. 38. A tank which is open at the top contains a liquid up to a height h. A small hole is made in the side of the tank at a distance y below the liquid surface. The liquid emerging from the hole lands at a distance x from the tank. Okay, जो भी है. If y is increased from 0, h will first increase and decrease. So कैसा है h? Sorry, x, right? X is just equal to what? Is actually 2 square root of sorry, this is y times of h plus y, I believe, right? So when, yeah, yes, that's the thing, sure. So if y is increased from 0, h will, sorry, x will first increase then decrease. uh yeah, यहाँ पे maximum रहेगा and then it's like decrease, so A looks correct. और क्या है? X is maximum for y equal to h upon 2. Yes, B is also correct. And the maximum value of x is h. Yes, C is also correct. Maximum value of x will depend on the density of the liquid. No, it won't. Next, 39. अपने को correct चाहिए था ना? Yeah, 39. Okay, a gas undergoes a process in which its pressure P, volume V, related as dP over N equal to constant. The bulk modulus of the gas for the gas in this process is. So, ठीक है, like what do you get? dV upon V plus N dP upon P. That is equal to 0, right? Okay. So अपने को इसे चाहिए क्या था? We just want dP upon dV times, or like negative of that basically, times V basically. So what's dP upon dV going to be? It's negative, उसको उधर भेजा, just negative V upon NV, right? इसको उधर भेज दिया, just P आएगा. Yeah, we'll just put that over there. So negative मतलब क्या is just P upon N is our bulk modulus. So C is the answer. Next question. Okay, 40. N moles of a gas expand from volume V1 to V2 at constant temperature T. The work done by the gas is N moles gas expand from V1 to V2 constant temperature T. Seriously, that's it. That's all you are seeing. Ah, that was pretty easy. Another natural log of V2 1, that is the work done, right? Yeah. As thermal, so delta U equals 0. Yeah, that is the thing. So it expands, so work done by the gas, right? And anti-natural log of V2 1 equals, so A is the answer. That was not hard. Cube. As a cube work. Uh, I don't know. V2 upon V1, that's wrong. NRT natural log of V2 upon V1. अबे यहाँ पे नेचुरल लॉग है ही नहीं, सॉरी, सी ओवर देयर. मुझे 2 मिनट लगा कि मैं नेचुरल लॉग होगा, नहीं है अभी. So C is right, okay, and no, this is wrong. So C is the answer. ठीक है फिर, we should stop here. So I'll see you guys next video. Bye.